to the hardware store to see my old friend Bob. I said my roof it leaks, my rug's a mess, and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, "You need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions."
And it's Friday. It is time now for Home Repairs and Solutions with Mark and Mary, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Amana dealer. And now here are your hosts, Mary Pearson and Mark Withers. Good morning, guys.
Good morning,
Morning, Dan.
Warm day today.
Another hot one.
It is.
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. It's
Probably
those
don't have
arcs.
too many left.
No, I think the way they're talking, we're going to have a cool down maybe next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
Lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's
That's
great.
something wicked.
Yeah.
It's gonna be perfect.
That'll make us all get up and want to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
so, yeah.
There you go.
You betcha.
Get your wiggle on.
Get
Or
your
whatever
wiggle
it
on
is.
or, yep, no doubt. So get the old Harley back out of the garage. And
Oh, that'll be perfect.
although I have been riding some, even in this heat, I couldn't stand not doing it. So,
You had to be cooking.
oh, I'll tell you, there was one day I was quite warm.
I would
But,
imagine. I'm assuming that you dress in the proper attire to ride a motorcycle.
I am the kind that I see these guys out here wearing shorts and stuff like that, right?
Flip-flops and
Flip-flops,
yeah.
not me. It's
Me neither.
jeans, the boots, and
There
the
you
proper
go.
attire.
There you
That's
go.
that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yep, that's right. That's why you were hot too.
So, yeah. That's
But that's
probably
okay.
right.
It's all good.
Hey, it's all good. That's right.
It's all good.
Yep. Well, we got a great show today. We got some special guests in the studio,
We do.
and I've been to their place of business, seen what they have to offer, and I'm really excited about having them on.
I have not been to their place of business, but I've been to their website.
Mm-hmm.
And they have an awesome website
Yes,
too.
they do.
So, yeah. Do you want to go ahead and introduce them?
Yes, Andy and Monica from National Home Products, and right down, kind of behind Lambert's, towards Ozark. So, glad to have you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, you bet. I've known about National Home Products for quite some time, and all of our new houses that we're building now, you guys install all of our closet shelving, and you furnish us our doorknobs and towel bars and all kind of mirrors and all kinds of stuff. And I am so tickled to be doing business with you guys. You got a beautiful showroom. I finally got down the other day to see it, and wow, I'm just amazed at everything that you guys have to offer.
Thank you. We've worked really hard on our showroom, and we are expanding it. Right now, we've got about 2,600 square feet in our showroom.
Wow, that's a pretty big showroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
we try to show some selection of all of our different product lines, mirrors, frame mirrors, shower doors, and towel bars, door locks, cabinet knobs, closet and garage organization systems.
Now, y'all have owned the business about 4 years. You bought it from old buddy Chris.
Chris Tracy, yes. We, Monica and I combined, we've got around 27 years in the business, and purchased it in 2008. So we've owned the business for 4 years.
So you've been through kind of the ups and downs of the building business.
Yeah, probably from early '08 to early '09, we probably saw the absolute worst and best. In probably close to 30 years in the building,
Right.
in the building industry, I would say.
Right.
So.
Do you see it coming back? To me, it seems like it's picking up just a little bit.
I think so. It depends. It's kind of a relative term. I mean, coming back to where it was, I don't know if that'll ever happen again.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's. I mean, I think it's going to be a slow climb, but I do believe that it's at least on its way up. And hopefully some of the worst is behind us. I hope. So.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, we're here to talk about the good stuff,
Yeah.
and that's the stuff that you guys do down there. Just tell us about, everything, anything you want to tell us. You just have at it.
Well, and it doesn't even have to be new construction. That's a lot of what
Right.
we can do also. If people are looking to freshen up their home, we can help them with that also. Like I said, we do have a showroom, like you pointed out, and we do have our salespeople there from Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30, and also on Saturday from 10 to 2. So that really helps
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
you're, new people or, retail people wanting to come in. So if you're looking to change out your cabinet knobs, if you've got brass in your house and just want to freshen up, we can bring one of those cabinet knobs or pulls in, and we can help you match it up.
And basically, that's a lot of people's conception when they think, that it's not really a remodel or whatever. But what Monica's alluding to is just something that's easy.
Something
Just-
simple and easy can
right.
make a huge
You
difference
bet.
in your house.
And that's really what we're doing a lot of, whether it be, like she said, brass knobs on cabinet hardware, putting oil rub bronze or brushed nickel on,
Right.
or replacing door hardware, or maybe even taking and putting up a frame mirror, or taking an old plate down,
Right, right.
something like that.
Well, nowadays, with a lot of the folks are in the mindset of, hey, we're going to stay where we're at. We can't afford to sell, until housing prices come back up. So we want to freshen up our house. What a better way to do it, or a better place to go, because you can, anything from the bathroom, all your bath hardware, as far as your towel bars and everything, your kitchen, your pools and all. It's just endless what you can do, and really not cost a fortune to do it.
That's right. And another product that we have is if you do have a plate mirror in your bathroom and you don't want to take it down, a lot of people have some big mirrors in those bathrooms. We have a product that you can actually put right on top of that mirror.
Really?
So it looks like a frame
Wow.
whenever you're finished. So you don't have to worry about the mess and the hassle of actually taking down that existing big mirror.
Wow.
Okay, well, hold on. I got a question here.
Okay.
Because I have one of those big old mirrors that's been there for a long time. What you put it on the mirror and it looks like a frame. Okay, what is that?
It's
Is it-
actually
Is it wood? Is it plastic? What is
it is wood,
It is
and
wood,
there
okay.
are probably 30 different styles and colors that you can choose from. And we have samples in our showroom. We have 2 mirrors actually on the wall with the product on it.
Okay.
And then we have small samples that you can take home. We let
Okay.
you check them out, take it home, and see if you like it. And then we order it to size, and we'll come out and put it on.
Wow.
Okay,
And
all right.
And usually with a frame, if it's big like that, it's really. I mean, if you were lucky enough to find one that size, it would cost literally a fortune. A frame mirror that
That's
size.
why I
So-
don't have one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
Wow.
what happens a lot with mirror over time is humidity from showers and everything else. It'll take the silvering
Yeah,
off the back of the mirror.
does,
And so you get what we call black edge on it.
Uh-huh.
And then and usually it only comes in about a ½ inch from the outside of the mirror. So this is a really inexpensive and easy alternative instead of pulling a mirror down. And,
Right.
And you get away from the mess, cause,
Sure.
and all that. So it's an
wow.
inexpensive way to do it.
If you can do a remodel, anything without a mess, that's a plus.
Oh
Yeah,
boy,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
absolutely. Hey, we got a call holding on. We got Roger and Nick. So go ahead, Roger.
Hey, good morning.
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 Good morning.
I'm reporting back on my adventures with the mayonnaise and my oak table.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
good. How'd that work?
It didn't work 100%. It just kind of changed the. I'd say it took about 30% of it out.
Really.
But it's still foggy, white fog there. Your guest there today might know the answer to that question. I had somebody set something on my solid oak table, and it made it kind of foggy white mark on it, and I've been trying to get it removed without refinishing the table.
Is it like a watermark type mark? Is that what it is? Was it water?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's foggy, it's kind of white underneath the clear coat,
Yep.
or it might be in the clear coat. I hope it's not in the stain, but
Yeah. You guys heard of any solutions for that? We told him last week or so, about we'd heard put mayonnaise on it and
Mayonnaise
that'll
on
pull
it.
that out of
Pull
there.
it out.
It didn't work completely.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure of anything. Do you
yeah.
know, Andy?
I don't off the top of my head.
Well, I'll just do some more research on that. We will get you an answer.
You could
somehow.
put a tablecloth
well, I
over
can
it, Roger.
check with Sherwin-Williams or somebody. They'll probably know, but I was just thought maybe they might know today. But
Did-
I don't know if it was because I used the mayonnaise that was on my sandwich, or
Well, you know what you might do is take that mayonnaise on that bologna and just lay both of them on there.
I should
Right
have
over
used
there.
rye bread where it could have scruffed it up a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Well, we will. I will definitely research that a little farther because now you really got my curiosity up, and so if you hear of any more solutions, you let us know too. So
Well, that's the way to get a problem solved, is get
Absolutely.
somebody's curiosity up that has more time than you do.
there you go. That's for sure. So, well,
Have a good day.
Thank you, Roger. We appreciate that.
Thanks, Roger.
Now I am going to check into that.
Well, it worked a little bit.
Yeah,
That's better than making the stain worse.
that's true.
I wonder if he
Yeah.
used real mayonnaise or if it was Miracle Whip.
No, we told him real
No,
mayonnaise.
yeah,
real
yeah.
mayonnaise. Yeah, I don't think Miracle Whip would do it,
I
but
don't. No.
but apparently real mayonnaise doesn't do it completely either. So yeah, if anyone knows the answer to that question, give us a call.
Yeah.
Then we'll all know.
Yeah, 862-9977, 1-800-375-0056. Free call from no matter where you are. We're talking to the folks from National Home Products today. And I tell you what, if you want to spruce your home up, you need to go down and visit with you guys.
Thank you, Mark. One of the newer products or expanded lines that we've done lately is our closet organization. And that's something that we really, if you've got wire closets or not happy with the organization that you have in your closet right now, that's something we can definitely help people with, or is even in their garage. We'll come out and measure and draw something up for them on the computer, and they can see parts of it at least in our
Sure.
showroom of what they're looking
Right.
for.
Now, the thing I was I'm sorry, Andy,
That's
didn't
okay.
mean to.
Go ahead.
The thing I was really intrigued with, of course, being this is a man thing, is the garage organization. Wow, that is super cool what you can do with the garage.
Yeah, and the nice thing about the CAD program, the drawing system that we have, is we have designers at our showroom, and if somebody will even bring something in and give us a footage, a square footage, we can literally draw them something, that they can see before anything's done.
Right.
So because a lot of times it is a really visual product, and it helps to be able to see what before we actually do something.
Sure. Well, and you really, we can sit here and talk about it all day, but until you come in and see it, I was amazed at some of the closet organization products that you have. It's just, I mean, it could take an ordinary closet and just almost make it another room. I mean, it's just that nice of stuff.
Yeah, there's not very many things that we can't do with this product as far as drawing or as far as color, benches, pantries, islands, kids' closets. I mean, there's really not much we can't do with
Right.
that. So, and that's really what we're doing a lot of now is like Monica kind of alluded to. If somebody has a wire closet or even a built-in closet, maybe from 10 or 12 years ago, that maybe just has single hang in it, they're not getting they're not maximizing their space.
Right.
So we'll go in and pull out the old closet, design something for them, and go back in with something that's a lot more functional.
Sure. And I see that a lot of times, especially nowadays. I go into to list an older home. Closets wasn't great back 30 years ago.
Exactly.
Nobody thought about building a big closet. So what is in there is probably not using the space like it should be, and you guys can help that.
You bet.
That sounds great to me, because something that I don't like is I hate wasted space in a home, and a closet to me oftentimes has a lot of wasted space in it. So I think for when you go in and help someone organize a closet, I mean, how do you do that? To me, that'd be kind of difficult. Do they say, okay, we have this many pairs of shoes, and we hang up this many clothes, and we fold up this many? Is that how that works?
I mean, literally, I'll go in and take an inventory of what they actually have. I mean, down to shoes, how much single hang for long dresses, or we did a military guy that was a career military man one time, and he did everything, hung his pants from the cuff, everything long hang. So he wanted a lot of single hang in his closet, which doesn't happen very often. But we'll go in and from single hang to how many pair of shoes they have to sweatshirts, what they're gonna, and then literally put it in the closet when we draw it.
Yeah, because a lot of times when you're hanging stuff, that space at the bottom is just kind of wasted space, and it's like you should be able to do something with that. But if you have the right design, I guess, then you could either maybe put drawers or shoe things, or I don't know. I like for everything to be neat and organized, and I want it to be where it belongs. But I think when you're trying to maybe figure that out by yourself, I mean, how do you know how much space you need to hang your dresses? I don't know.
And really, that's the only way it can work is if you physically figure how much space you need and then put it on a drawing and see it, and then once that's done, you can tweak and change and everything else. So it's a really easy, and it's the most functional way to do it. Really.
Well, that sounds great, because I think the visual is always helpful.
Yes.
So I mean, you can talk about it all day, but unless you can actually see it in your space, it's for me, it's hard to see it in my mind if I don't see a picture of it.
Sure. Yeah.
And I think maybe a lot of people are that way. So, yeah, if you've got a program where you could actually go in and take someone's closet and show them what you could do, I think that's wonderful.
And then you know after then you can you can get into color and all the add-ons. The you know there's
Jewelry dividers and pants pull-outs and all those
purse places and you know
valet rods.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah, that's pretty mind-boggling.
Yeah.
And you know, we talk a lot about the bedroom, but kitchen. A lot of times there's wasted space in the kitchen too, and you all can help folks with that too.
Yep.
We can, especially in the pantry. With the shelves and the organizers that we have for that. We even have a system where you can make the shelves adjustable. They can be wood or wire if that is something that they're interested in. A lot of people do like the wire because they can see through it.
Right.
So that is something, don't want to dust the wood.
Sure.
So, and then, like you said, the garage, we can do the garage also. One of the eye catchers that we have for the garage is a fold-down workbench.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it gives you another 2 feet of space in your garage whenever you're not using it, and you can actually put up to about 300 pounds on it.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'd love to have one for my garage. And what's so neat about it, because a lot of times, especially going back to the older homes, your garage space is pretty limited. And with the size of vehicles nowadays, you just don't have the room, that you really need. Well, when you're not using that workbench, you fold it down, and that gives you that extra, space, and that's a big help.
Yeah, and when it's not in use, it'll fold down to like a 4-inch projection from the wall. So, So yeah, it is. That way you're not running into it with your car whenever you're not using it. So
right.
It's a nice feature.
Well, the nice thing about that too, it would keep you from doing like I do and just piling all kinds of crap on it. And before long I don't have no space to work because I got all the stuff piled on it. And so that eliminates that. Your bench folds down and you have some nice organizers for all your other junk that you need that you normally set on it,
That's why you put in shelving, Mark.
Is that the reason why, Mary?
Yeah. If you would put some shelving in your garage, then you'd have somewhere to put all your junk.
I tell you what, I got way more junk than I got garage, I think.
Well, now that's a whole other show.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, so now in our garage, and we got a 3-car garage, and I'll be real honest, the cars don't get parked in there. The Harley does.
I'll bet the Harley does.
It's in the garage, but no cars because there's no room.
Oh, my goodness.
It sounds like you need a trip from to National Home Products and Andy to come out and kind of take an inventory, because he'll do that there too, is take an inventory of your garage, and then we'll draw up shelves, and we've got what we call activity organizers, different things if you fish or golf or ride bikes, then we've got different products that we can organize your garage for you with those too.
Well, I hope my wife isn't listening because she'll be making the call.
That is something that we do see quite a bit about Thanksgiving. We have gift certificates available, and we see wives come in and purchase those for their husbands.
Say, please help him clean up this mess in the garage.
Yeah, well, that's when she walks through, she just kind of closes her eyes, shakes her head, and so she's kind of an organization person, and I'm not, So I have my own way of organizing. I know where everything is.
Piles? Do you organize in piles?
But I know where everything is.
Okay.
So that's the whole thing. So 862-9977, 1-800-375-0056. Home Repairs and Solutions. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Talking to Andy and Monica from National Home Products. And, whether you're a builder or a homeowner, you're there for them.
That's right. Since the slowdown, I mean, the business has changed quite a bit. But we're definitely our business. We were fortunate enough that our business wasn't tied in just to new construction.
Right.
So, and now that's probably what's carrying us mostly is the remodel and like we were saying before.
The retail. Yeah. We've been in Springfield since 1978, so we are actually going back to homes that we did originally and doing some work on them.
Right.
They're, like I said, wanting to freshen up.
Some updating.
So it's funny whenever people come in and they're like, well, you guys did our house originally about 18 years ago, and we're ready to make some changes to it.
Yeah, that's great. One of the things that I think is great is your showroom. Because for me, to look through a catalog or look online at something and try and order that way, the colors aren't always true, and the size always, I get, is kind of elusive. But if you can actually take the product to your home and see visually what that's going to look like especially handles on cabinets and stuff, there's like a gazillion of those things. And so
yeah, and we were talking about that the other day. We probably have 500 shown in our showroom, 500 different cabinet knobs. And
that's a lot.
Yes, it is. And again, when people come in, we try to help them and ask about, a budget, a color. Are we replacing existing?
A style.
Yeah. Are we replacing existing ones? Because then we can kind of lead them and show them what we have that's available for them. And then they can check them out.
Right.
Instead of having to purchase it, we let you actually check it out and take maybe 5 or 6 of them home and see if you like it.
That I see. To me, that's worth a lot.
Oh,
that's worth a
absolutely.
whole lot right there. Because if you order something and it's wrong, or it's not what you thought it was, or the color's off, then that's a whole nother issue. So yeah, to be able to visually see it in your own home is something that I think is just great.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what about the folks? Say they have a home office or an office not necessarily at home. Can you all help with organizing an office?
We can with desk areas and shelving systems.
Right.
We've actually done some if you've got a lot of paper flow through that office, where we did a wall of basically paper sorters. It was bins for different people.
Right.
They had probably 30 people working there, and each person needed a place where their papers went. So, cubby.
Yeah.
Paper cubbies. Yeah, it was literally I think it was like a 12-foot wall by 12 by 9-foot wall. It was just nothing but paper
Wow.
so they could sort.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it was it was a pretty big project.
Wow, that's great. Well, I know from a builder standpoint, I appreciate what you guys do. I was having to go to the big box stores. We won't mention no names, but get my towel bars and you pick something out, then they don't have a towel ring to go with it, or doorknobs. You buy doorknobs. I know how to rekey door locks. I did it for years, for Herman Lumber, but nowadays it's hard to find. You can't go to the shelf and pick your doorknobs. You got to look at the code and make sure they match, and there's not enough. You guys do the total package. When I call and say, hey, I need doorknobs and door stops and everything for one of our new houses, you just go out, you can see what I need, and you deliver it right to the job. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. And that's kind of where we try to make sure that we are helpful and provide that service that you can call us and say, I'm ready for my package. I need my mirrors, shower door, towel bars, door locks, and my closet shelving, and we'll be out there.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. Makes my job easier.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's wonderful. Plus, they install it and take the old stuff out.
Well,
The whole thing.
And that's kind of the mindset with us is like yourself, Mark. We know you've got more important things to be doing than running all over town trying to find a doorknob or a piece of shelving or whatever.
Exactly.
So your time is valuable to you, and just like ours is to us.
Sure,
so thank you.
absolutely. We need to take a little break, and we'll be back with the second half Home Repairs and Solutions right after this.
From the Ozarks News Network, here's your 10:30 report. A heat advisory remains in effect until 7 tonight for areas along and north of the line from Joplin to Vichy. High temperatures will reach as high as 105 as heat indices reach 107. Heat is causing some schools to dismiss early today. Boyd and Sunshine Elementaries dismiss at 1, with Robertson Elementary going home at 12:45. Lack of air conditioning is the reason. Springfield ranks among the safest driving cities in the states. Springfield landed at number 7 on Allstate America's Best Drivers Report. Washington, D.C. is at the top. Baltimore, Philly, and Glendale, California near the top. According to the report, the average driver in Springfield will experience an accident every 12.2 years. Greene County authorities are investigating a suspicious fire that happened on Farm Road 97 Thursday night. The Pleasant View fire chief says a shed was engulfed in flames when firefighters arrived. They are calling that fire suspicious because there's no electricity that feeds into the shed. I'm Jamie Turner for the Ozarks News Network.
Welcome to the REI anniversary sale.
Yes, I need something that can handle a weekend of...
Novara Buzz mountain bike.
Yeah, and I get thirsty while riding,
Camelback Alpine Explorer.
Exactly. Now, I'll be tired when...
REI Siesta sleeping bag.
Done. So how do I fix a flat tire?
We know what you need because we know what you love. Shop REI's anniversary sale and save up to 30%. Plus, members get 20% off on full price item. Exclusions apply. Visit REI or rei.com. REI. Find out.
At the Fram Proving Grounds, failure is not an option, because failure to trap dirt is not an option for your engine. That's why Fram filters are tested beyond any conditions you'll ever encounter, proven beyond any limits you'll ever push. From the Fram Extra Guard air filter to the Fram Tough Guard oil filter that traps 99% of dirt, Fram's tough technology helps keep miles of wear and tear off your engine. You count on your engine to run right, so it's counting on you to choose the right filter. Fram, don't fail your engine. Find the right deals on Fram at Walmart.
Welcome to the REI anniversary sale.
Yes, I need something that can handle a weekend of...
Novara Buzz mountain bike.
Yeah, and I get thirsty while riding.
Camelback Alpine Explorer.
Exactly. Now, I'll be tired when...
REI Siesta sleeping bag.
Done. So how do I fix a flat tire?
We know what you need because we know what you love. Shop REI's anniversary sale and save up to 30%. Plus, members get 20% off on full price item. Exclusions apply. Visit REI or REI.com. REI. Find out.
Congress just doesn't get it. Unemployment over 9%. Inflation skyrocketing. The stock market nosedives. And they still want it.
Let me guess. More spending, more taxes.
Yep, and now they're pushing this massive tax subsidy that costs billions and increases energy prices. It's a government boondoggle that'll drive up natural gas prices. Our taxes would pay companies over $60,000 to buy new trucks.
What? That's crazy. Congress wants to tax us more so they can spend more and force families and employers to pay more for things we already use, like natural gas. By now, you think they'd actually be focused on jobs and the economy.
Natural gas is abundant and affordable. Unfortunately, American jobs are not. Call your member of Congress. Tell them no subsidies for natural gas. We need to focus on what matters most. American jobs. Paid for by Americans for Prosperity. More information available at americansforprosperity.org.
Mostly sunny skies and hot. Today's high 97. Clear skies for tonight's low 72. Partly sunny skies, very warm and humid on Saturday. Saturday's high 92. And looking ahead for your Sunday, times of clouds and sunshine, breezy and humid outside with a shower or thunderstorm around, not as hot with a high 84. I'm AccuWeather's Michael Staknowitz.
And the present temperature reading is 88 degrees. 88 degrees.
Well, I went down to the hardware store to see my old friend Bob. I said my roof it leaks, my rug's a mess, and my front door needs a new knob. I got squirrels in my attic, I got bats in my head. Well, Bob just leaned over the counter and he shook his head and said, "You need home repairs and solutions. Home repairs and solutions. They'll fix your windows, they'll fix your house, they'll even tell you how to get rid of a mouse. Home repairs and solutions."
You're listening to Home Repairs and Solutions with Mark and Mary, brought to you by Spring Mountain Air Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Amana dealer. And now once again with the second half of the show, here are your hosts, Mary Pearson and Mark Weathers, and their guests for today.
Welcome back, everyone.
Glad to be back.
We're glad to have everyone back. I have a I think you should tell people what you're going to do this weekend. I think we have a lot of NASCAR fans out there.
You know, yeah. As soon as we're off the air, I'm going to run back to the office, and then I'm going to run to the airport because my buddy Gene and I are flying to Atlanta, and we're going to be down there for the big NASCAR race for the Nationwide and the Cup race. And we actually have infield passes, so we can be around to hang out with some of the drivers and this, that, and the other. So it's going to be a fun time, fun weekend. So really looking forward to that.
I'll bet you are. And I didn't know this until we got here, but I'm picking my husband up about the same time that you need to be at the airport, so I could have toted you down there.
Well, shucks, you could have.
Yes, so my husband's been in Nashville for a couple days.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He went to the Goodman and Mana plant down there, their commercial division, and looking at all their new commercial products. And actually, perfect timing because we just bid a 15-ton package unit.
Wow.
And that is definitely a commercial size unit.
Oh yes, I'd say.
So he was down there at the going through their plant and everything, and had a great time. So he's coming back at 1:30, and I think you're taking off about 1:30.
Taking off about then, yeah. So we may see each other.
You never know. I'll probably see you.
You never know. That's right. Yeah.
You know, what's better than seeing you once is seeing you twice.
Well, oh, thank you, Mary. Not everybody says that.
Twice in one day.
Twice in one day. Woo, boy.
Those are great things.
Yeah, and then. Of course, I have to talk a little bit about my music next.
Absolutely.
Next Friday, the 9th, we have our first jam for the year for the Greater Ozarks Bluegrass Society, and that'll be next Friday evening at South Haven Baptist Church. They're letting us use their fine facility over there to do our monthly jam sessions, and like to invite everybody to come out to that and find out what we're all about. We're really working, trying to get our programs put together, our education in the schools program about the music and different things. And so really looking forward to that. Then we're going to have another concert on October 14th. We're bringing in a professional bluegrass group called the Lonesome River Band, which is very popular in the bluegrass world. And so we're going to do another concert with them. So Starvey Creek's coming up here in a few weeks. I'll be gone that day.
I know.
And so
we're going to renegotiate your contract.
I know. I guess so. But now Starvey Creek will be coming up down Conway, Missouri, and man, that's going to be a big one this year. So anyway, I do have a lot of things going on.
You do.
Yeah.
You have a lot between motorcycle riding and race car and music. You're busy all the time.
All the time.
Now, this still coming up next Friday, just so people can get a heads up on it. That's not just for musicians, though, right?
That's for anybody who wants to come out and take part of and find out about what we're doing. We'll take memberships then, and you can find out what the society, what we stand for, what we're doing. If you play, people who listen is just as important as the people who play, because
absolutely.
You can't have one without the other.
That's absolutely correct.
And we're trying to bring a lot of the younger musicians and infuse them with the older guys, and so whether you play progressive bluegrass, you play traditional, whatever, we're just putting everybody together and have a big jam session. And
sounds like a great time.
Yeah, it will be. And so I invite everybody to come out. If you like more information on that, my direct line is 417-841-1174. Give me a call, leave a message, and I'll definitely get back to you. So
good idea.
Yeah.
There you go. Something to plan for.
Something to plan for. That's right.
Well, we need to get back with our guest today.
Yes,
Before we run out of time, we have some more information to give out. Why don't we start out? We've had a request. Why don't you give out your phone number and your website and how people can get a hold of you?
Okay. National Home Products, you can call us at 417-581-1260, or you can come to our showroom. It's at CCN 65, just southeast of Lambert's Restaurant. It's a good landmark for us. A lot of people, I know where Lambert's is.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Or you can see us on the web at www.nhp-springfield.com. We're also, of course, on Facebook, so you can see us there, and we've posted a lot of pictures of jobs and stuff that we've done on Facebook.
Well, there you go.
Sorry.
That way people can look and see, the quality of work you do and different things that you've done for folks. So, good idea.
We usually have our techs, when we're done, one of us will take pictures of the job and post them.
That's great. Absolutely, that's great.
Yeah. Well, I know something that's intriguing me, and I know Mary also, is this glass scratch removal system. Tell us about that.
That is something. It's a machine basically that it looks a little bit like a sander. It's a handheld machine, and there's a resin that you apply. It's a heat, resin, and water is basically what it is. And we use it a lot for if there's a scratch in a piece of glass, like in a shower door. If somebody is, for whatever reason, scratched it somehow. It's got some limitations, and it's not the size so much as it is the depth. If you can feel it, if it catches your fingernail, if you run across, that's pretty much a limitation to it. But I mean, if it's a scuff or a nick or if it's not really deep, we can
more of a surface type scratch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's really deep, there's not a whole lot you can do.
Sure.
But basically, it between the heat and the water, it just refills the scratch, and it's amazing. The problem, and you can use it on mirror too, but if you get it too hot, if it's not hot enough, if you get it too hot, it'll actually distort the glass. It'll get the glass hot enough to where and then you've got even more of a problem in your scratch, So there is a little bit of skill involved in doing it, but it does have some limitations to it. So, but it's if it's not a super deep scratch, I mean, typically with a shower door, if it's anything but a bypass, a sliding door, you have to physically take the door apart, and there's a lot of labor involved, and a new piece of glass. I mean, you may be looking at $500 or $600 to replace a piece of glass, and with this, we can usually do something between $100 or $150.
Wow.
So it's definitely
quite a savings.
It is. Yeah. So.
It's something that we also have had requests for on a new home. Sometimes if you go in and you're cleaning the stickers off of the windows or something like that, and they get scratched, then again, like Andy said, it does have some limitations, but sometimes it's a little easier to try to buff those scratches out than replace that window.
Oh, absolutely.
So.
I didn't know. I didn't know there was anything that would do that at all. Yeah. But so that's pretty interesting. And I hate stickers on them windows. Yeah. I hate stickers on anything. Fruit drives me nuts. But anyway,
you can't really put Goo Gone on your fruit.
Probably not a good idea. But yeah, that's pretty, because I know that that once in a while when I've removed those, sometimes you'll. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but I'll take a straight razor. And if you don't hold that just right, you can just put like just a little small scratch in your glass or your pane or on your mirror. And I just thought once you did that, you were just stuck with it. So
we can usually help.
Something that I wanted to touch on real quick is shower doors and enclosures. Back a few years ago, we just had we basically had one or two choices. You either had the old, whatever you call it,
pebble look,
yeah,
or
clear glass,
or clear glass. I see some things in your showroom that's just absolutely amazing, and it's whether you want to spend a few $100s or a few $1,000s, it's out there.
It definitely is. 19 years ago or 20 years ago, all there was brass or chrome for your metal. And like you said, there was two choices of glass. Right now, there's probably 10 or 12 different metal choices or colors that you can do. Most of them matched plumbing fixtures are very close, and there's probably about that many different glass choices also. And we can do whatever configuration that that people are looking for, a hook through the glass or a towel bar through the glass if that's what they want. And so yes, whether you want to spend a couple $100 or a couple $1,000, it's basically what you're building your shower to, and then what glass you're going to want in there.
Well, the one I really liked was the one that's got the trolleys. Yeah, those are nice.
The sliding rail system at the top.
Yeah.
The rail system at the top. The one we have in the showroom right now is probably the smoothest sliding shower door I've seen in 20 years.
I was amazed.
It's all stainless steel, and all the bearings are sealed on it, and it's half-inch glass. So.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, it was very nice.
I would say so.
Yeah. Well, there's just so many more products. Seems like bathrooms and kitchens are big. I mean, nowadays, it's more than just a bathtub and a sink and a stool in the bathroom. We spend a lot of time in the bathrooms. And you got the fancier tubs and the fancier showers and
the TV. You got to put you got to have usually a TV somewhere in the bathroom.
Yeah, and you have, like I say, the products down there that can really make a bathroom look great. With the mirrors and the shower doors and everything. So
I have a question. If someone is looking to sell their property, if they want to go in and do something that's fairly inexpensive but that might upgrade their home, make it a little more valuable, a little more sellable, what is something simple they can do and not spend a lot of money that can update it and maybe make it a little easier to sell to someone who's looking for something a little more modern if they have an older home?
I would think, and Monica will probably agree, probably the easiest that from what the realtors tell us is probably maybe the cabinet hardware is probably the biggest.
Oh, really?
The biggest upgrade.
So just changing cabinet hardware can make a big difference in the look and the appeal of something.
It really is. And again, it's a lot of the shiny brass that's out there and that is still out there. That's what people seem to focus on as soon as they go in. We have done a lot of changing out of that brass because it seems to be a focal point. And we've talked to several realtors who, again, have called us and said, we need you to come out here and count these doorknobs and these cabinet knobs and find a replacement for them, something that fits what's there already. We don't want to drill new holes, and we don't want to have to refinish the cabinets. We just want something that'll cover what was there.
Do you also replace the hinges when you do that? Because I would say the hinges would then be probably an off color, unless they're hidden or something. I don't know.
Yes, we do have the hinges also in the, and again, most of what we're doing is an oil rub bronze or a satin nickel as far as color replacement, and we do have the hinges that work on that also. And as you know, there are several different styles of hinges out there, so what we usually ask people to do is bring one in, because there are different ones.
Right.
So take a pull off the door and maybe take a hinge off also, and then bring it in, and we can match them
Match
up.
it up, mhm.
Yes. Or again, we can go out there, but a lot of people, they want to do it themselves, and
Sure,
that's fine,
yeah.
and we can help them with that.
Yeah. Now, what a lot of people don't realize, and I do from being in the business, is you might look at a pull, and it may be $3, $4, whatever. And you think, wow, that's not bad. But you need to think about, you have several of them in the house, and you get to counting those up. I've had people that that couldn't believe that there was $400 or $500 spent on just cabinet hardware pulls, and it's so easy to do because there's so many of them in the house, way more than a lot of times what a person realizes.
Yeah, and that's a good point. A lot of people come in thinking they have to replace everything at once. We have people come in that buy one pull, or 7 for a vanity, and then a month later they'll come in and do but
Right.
yeah, price point too is another thing that we've worked hard with, is because we have cabinet hardware from $1.50 up to
$30.
Yeah,
I mean,
$30,
so it just, like I said, it depends on what they want to spend, what their budget is, and that's why we can help if they're interested. It again depends on what price point that they
Right.
want to be at and what they're trying to replace, because sometimes if those pulls have been on there for 20 years, then the cabinet looks bad behind
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Oh, sure.
discolored. And so, they don't want to refinish the cabinet, so we need to make sure that we find a pull that covers where the other one was.
But Mark, that's a good point that you make, because that's where we usually start when we sell to somebody in the showroom, because with the different price points and
Sure.
everybody's budget's different.
Absolutely.
And, you sure don't want to sell somebody something that they don't need or that's out of their price
Right.
range. So that's usually where we start, and
Yeah.
we go from there. But
And like Andy said, that's something that we've strived really hard to make sure, is that in all of the products that we sell, whether it's a mirror or a closet or a cabinet knob, that we have different price points. So if they want that inexpensive, I'm going to be gone from this house in a year, but I need to update it, we can help them with that. Or I'm going to be here for 20 years, and I want something that's going to last 20 years.
Right.
So, we do have multiple price points in all of our product lines.
Right. That's great.
Well, the other thing that I think is beneficial to dealing with someone that is a home-based business instead of a box store is the service aspect of it. They can come in. People are going to know who you are now. They can come in and ask for Monica or Andy. They've heard you on our show. And you'll be able to help them, where a lot of times it's frustrating if you go into a big box store and you're going there for something specific. First of all, they keep moving stuff around. Drives me nuts. I think, I see it over here one week, and then I go and it's not there.
Not there.
And then you can never find anyone who can help you. And so you can spend a lot of time either trying to find something on your own or trying to find someone to help you. They come into your store, you have people available that can help them, and they're not having to, wander around trying to figure out what they need to do next, or if someone even knows they're in the store.
Exactly. We talked about our showroom and what a big asset it is, and the just as important or more so are our people. And we do have a really good group of people that work with us and for us that we have to give it a lot of credit to our people. But as far as service goes, they're a big part of that, and it doesn't have to be Monica and I, and that's kind of, Mark, I know you've been in, and we've had other people help, and that's really, that's one of our biggest assets is our people.
Yeah, Justin and Valerie, both in our showroom, are trained, and they're not just trained by us, but we have our manufacturers come in and talk to them, and sales reps, so they're trained by the companies that we buy from also on their product lines. The same way with Brian and Alan and the other technicians that we have, that they're trained by the manufacturer also. So we do continue to do in-house training and safety, so our people know what they're doing out on the job site and in the and in the showroom.
And they actually know about the products.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been in big box stores, and they'll say, well, you can do this. What's the difference? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and that's to us that's a killer of business. I mean, you know, that's one thing Monica and I have really worked hard at is our people understanding, and we don't want to put anybody in that position. You know, I mean, we don't want people coming in and our salespeople not knowing how to help or what. So we do spend a lot of time training and like Monica said, our
and education
our
and everything.
So.
It seems to me like just in our business also, people are wanting more personal service.
Sure.
You know, they're wanting someone who is an expert in their field, that can answer their questions, and that they can feel like, you know, is competent, that they can trust to, you know, do business with. So.
Right. And you know, that's one thing neat about what we do here at Home Repairs and Solutions. We try to promote people like you know, your local
Absolutely.
businesses that's based right here, you know, in the Ozarks, where folks can go in, they can get an answer and get the product they need. On my end of stuff, what I really appreciate about you guys is the fact that I talk to Valerie or Justin, whoever, and say, hey, I need, you know, my doorknobs. And she knows what I've picked out. She knows what I need. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have time to always go to other places and have to go through and then discover, well, I need 3 keyed entries, they only have 2. Or, you know, so I got to run across town to someplace else. You know, we're busy and we don't have time to do that.
Sure.
And that's where you guys are great. You come in and take care of us.
Thank you.
So we appreciate you very much. We got time to maybe squeeze 1 or 2 more calls in. 862-9977, 1-800-375-0056. Got about 3 or 4 minutes here, so if you want to get a hold of us, better call us.
Or you can get information. If you missed that last time, why don't you guys give out your contact? We tried to do that a couple times. Sometimes people aren't quite ready. So if you want to tell them again how they can get a hold of you, and then I have another question for you.
Okay. We're National Home Products. You can call us at 417-581-1260, or you can see us on the web at www.nhp-springfield.com.
And my question is what hours are you open and what days are you open? Are you open 5 days a week, 6 days a week? From when to when?
We're open 6 days a week.
Okay.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30, and we do not close for lunch. So if you happen to be out on your lunch break, come on down to our showroom. And we are open on Saturdays from 10 to 2. I do have to throw a disclaimer in there, though. With the holiday weekend, we won't be open tomorrow. So.
Well, everyone needs a little bit of time off.
That's kind of what we thought.
Absolutely, but that's great because a lot of times people are working, and sometimes it's hard to get somewhere like that if you're wanting to do something. So it's great that you guys are open, you know, for 4 hours on Saturday, so people can run down there if Saturday's their day off, and spend a little time in your showroom and look around. And I think that's great.
One thing we'll do too is a lot of times we'll stay if we know if somebody calls and I can't be there by, you know, we live in Ozarks, so it's you know, we'll go up and open up and you know, talk to whoever comes by.
And I tell you what's really nice too is a lot of times I deal with new home buyers. You know, say we're building a new house, and I try to let the new buyers pick out some of their stuff. You know, and but I can bring them down. You got a very nice showroom. I can show them what we use in our houses, and you know, of course I always try to set a budget, and you guys help me stay within that budget of what we need. And it's nice to have a place where you can bring your clients down and work with them like that.
Thanks, Mark. We appreciate that. We worked really hard. Like I said, we've got about 2,600 square feet in our showroom now, and we've tried to show basically a little bit, well, at 2,600 square feet, we got a lot.
Yep.
That is a big showroom.
Yeah,
That's a big showroom.
We've got a lot. We've got all of our product lines on display, and like I said, over 500 pieces of cabinet hardware there for people to look at, and mirrors. One of the things you were talking about earlier, Mary, was catalog shopping. And Andy and I, we order frame mirrors in, and basically we order them from the catalog so the homeowner doesn't have to. We've got probably 30 or 40 frame mirrors on the wall.
Great.
There you go.
Well, it's been great having you guys on.
Thanks for having us. We've enjoyed it.
I'd just like to say, if anyone out there is looking to do any remodeling or anything, I would encourage you to go see these folks.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Go down there and check out their showroom floor, and let them help you out, and just keep you on your budget and get you some neat stuff.
Yep, that's right. What are you doing this weekend?
Well, I'm going to be at the lake, but I'm always at the lake.
We
have a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of folks coming down, friends and family, and we're going to be doing a lot of swimming and cooking out and boating, and just try to relax.
That's fun. You got to do that every now and then.
You got to do that every once in a while.
That's right. That's right. Well, this is Home Repairs and Solutions, heard every Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. right here on AM 560 KWTO.